Hey, what is up guys, GeminiJets 10 here, and welcome back to another GeminiJets airport update of Austin Zeppelin International Airport. So in this update there are 9 new model aircraft, 4 models have returned to the airport. So this is going to be a very jam-packed airport update. I'm pretty sure there is 32 model aircraft on the table. So yeah, let's just get right into this airport update. It takes place in the early afternoon, there are no subscriber routes, and if you guys do want a sub route on any aircraft, comment down below your airport and what aircraft you want it on, and we will discuss that. So yeah, starting off here, we have an Airdo 767-300 on final from Anchorage. It originated in Tokyo at Haneda Airport. Moving on here, just taxiing to the wide-body gate at the domestic terminal, we have a Hawaiian Airbus A330-200 in the new livery, taxiing in from Honolulu. I'm not quite sure if I said that. Right here, we have a United Airbus A319. This is new model number 2. New model number 1 was the Hawaiian A330. This aircraft is just taxiing in from Denver. Third new model, we have a Delta Airbus A350-900 taxiing to the international Delta gates from Beijing, China. Moving on to the domestic terminal. Right here, we have an Alaska 737-800 in the new livery with split scimitar winglets, deboarding passengers and getting bags off from Seattle, Tacoma. It will depart in a little bit for Portland, Oregon. By the way, the domestic terminal has changed locations, and we also have a brand new express terminal. Right here we have a Southwest 737-700 in the old livery. This aircraft is just loading up for a short flight down to San Antonio. Right here we have an American Airbus A319. Pushback has been halted for Oklahoma City due to taxiing aircraft. Right here we have an American 737-800 boarding passengers through both the forward and rear door for JFK. Came in earlier from Miami. Right here we have a United 737-900ER in the Eco Skies livery, just taxiing in from Houston IAH. Empty United gate where the A319 is heading. Right here we have a Delta Airbus A321. This is the 4th new model. Just boarding passengers through both the forward and rear door, and getting baggage on for Salt Lake City. Came in earlier from Atlanta. Right here we have a Delta MD-88. This aircraft came in a little earlier from Fort Lauderdale. Right here we have a Delta 737-800, just pulling into gate after a short flight down from DFW. In a little bit, it will load up and head out to Minneapolis-St. Paul. Right here we have a Delta 737-900ER, just getting bags and passengers off from Seattle, Tacoma. In a little bit, it will head out to Detroit. So we will now head on to the regional stands. So right here, making its debut back to the airport, we have a KLM Airbus A330-300. I sold this model to a friend and recently bought it back for him for a higher price, if y'all were wondering. And yeah, this aircraft arrived in this morning from Amsterdam. It will depart to Amsterdam this evening, which is a new schedule for KLM. The afternoon flight still exists. This is just a separate flight. Right here we have a UPS Boeing 747-400 freighter. Freight is on the way to the aircraft for it to head out to Anchorage and then continue on to Hong Kong. I did want to mention, I'm pretty sure I missed it, one of the other new models was the Delta 737-900ER. Right here we have a Qantas 747-400 in the Socceroo livery. This aircraft arrived in this morning from Sydney. It will depart out to Sydney this evening. Right here, taxiing to the runway to depart for Newark, we have the Southwest 737-700 in the Triple Crown 1 livery. So moving on to the Express Terminal, which also doubles as a low-cost carriers terminal and triples as a private terminal, We have an ExpressJet deemed United Express Embraer 145, just deboarding passengers after a quick flight in from Laredo, Texas. Right here we have a Republic Airways deemed Delta Connection Embraer 170, came in a little earlier from El Paso, Texas. This aircraft is the 7th new model. Right there, we have the 8th new model, a SkyWest deemed Delta Connection CRJ200, going to be departing for Las Cruces, New Mexico. And right there, we have a SkyWest deemed American Eagle CRJ200, which will depart in a little bit for Dallas-Fort Worth. Right here, we have an Allegiant MD-83. This aircraft is just getting passengers off from Las Vegas, Nevada. Right here we have an American 757-200 in the old livery. This aircraft chartered in the chartered in the UCLA women's basketball team to play University of Texas. So we will now head on to the international terminal. So being towed right here to the gate, we have an American 777-200ER. It will depart in a little bit for Tokyo Narita. Right here, arrived earlier from Abu Dhabi, we have the beautiful Etihad 777-300ER in the new livery. Getting passengers off and fuel on. Right here we have a Virgin Atlantic Boeing 747-400 getting cleaned and passengers off from London Gatwick. Right here we have an Air Canada Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner just pulled into gate from Vancouver, Canada. That is a brand new route. And right here we have the 9th and final new model, the beautiful Air Canada Airbus A321 in the new livery. Just pulled into gate from Toronto Pearson. Empty wide-body Delta gate, where the A350 is heading. Right here we have a Delta Airbus A330-300, going to depart in a little bit for Amsterdam. That is in competition with KLM. Right here we have an American 777-300ER. This aircraft is going to depart for London Heathrow. Yes, I know American is a very small-time airline here at AZIA, but they do have a couple of international routes. So yeah, because I do love American's wide-body aircraft, I have to admit. So they do have a couple of international routes from this airport. Right here we have a KLM Boeing 747-400 Combi in the new livery. Just arrived in from Amsterdam Schiphol, will depart in about 3 hours for Amsterdam as well. Right here, being towed to the gate, we have the Emirates Airbus A380-800 in the England 2015 Rugby livery. This aircraft just came in from Dubai. And right here, getting heavily serviced, getting fuel on, bags off, and getting getting cleaned. We have the British Whale Airbus A380-800 came in from London Heathrow. And last but not least, we have the Air China Boeing 747-400, arrived in a little earlier from Beijing. So I did want to thank you all so very much for watching this airport update. I'm sorry if it seemed rushed, and I'm sorry if I made a couple mistakes. Probably a lot of mistakes, but yeah. If you guys do want a subscriber out, please comment down below on what aircraft you want it on and where your airport is, and we will talk that out. It obviously has to be realistic. My airport is based in Austin, Texas, so yeah, y'all can figure that out. If you do want to check out any of my trip reports or previous GeminiJets airport updates, you can click my channel bar down below. Be sure to leave a like, a comment, and maybe even a subscription. I'm edging very, very close to 200 subscribers. I'm pretty sure I'm at around 190 right now. Maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. But yeah, thank you guys all so very much for watching, and I will talk to you guys all later. Expect the next airport update to be Springfield-Branson. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys all later. Goodbye.